Yo, greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Sasquatch Sports Reactions, where I react to different sports, NFL, NBA. We are in the 2025-2026 NFL season. I am in week 12, reacting to condensed games. So we are looking at now, we got week 12, Seattle Seahawks versus the Tennessee Titans. Quick history thing here. I'm 50 years old, and I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I'm still in Houston, Texas, and of course that means my team growing up was the Houston Oilers. I want to say they left Houston in '96, I believe, and we didn't have a team between 1996 and 2002. 2002 is when we got the Texans. I followed the Oilers to Tennessee. So because we didn't have a team here, I was a Tennessee Titans fan. I was a Tennessee Titans fan when they had Steve McNair, and they played the Super Bowl against the Rams and lost. I was working a temporary job in Ohio at the time during that Super Bowl. And then I stayed with them until Steve McNair left, because he was like the last Oiler, right? But then pretty much right when he left, right around then, they got Vince Young, who's from Houston, Texas, and had just won the national championship with the Texas Longhorns. So I stayed with them a little while longer, even though we did have the Texans in the beginning. I was more of a Texans fan than a Titans fan, but I still followed the Titans. And then once Vince left, got cut or whatever happened to him. Once that happened, I just became 100% Texans fan, and that's why I remain today, 20-something years later. So here we go. Seattle Seahawks against the Tennessee Titans. Let's go.
Two tight ends on 2nd and 7. Ward looking to throw for the first time, but now he'll run. He did it.
I didn't realize this guy Ward was from the Houston, kind of Houston area, West Columbia, which is, let's say, 40 miles west of Houston, something like that, 40 to 50 miles, something like that.
3 times last week. 5 for 14 this year on 4th down. They'll go for it. Ward looking, finds his tight end. It's Gunnar Helm, and a first down for Tennessee to the 32 of Seattle. On 2nd and 9. Ward all day to throw. Nobody open, and Ward throws as he's going down. He finds Okonkwo. Okonkwo fighting for extra yardage. Close to a first down. He's got it. 6 defensive backs for Seattle. Over the middle, and a sliding catch made inside the 5. Fake the pitch. Ward looking. Nobody open. Pumps. Ward around the corner, and Ward takes a hit at the 4. Patrick O'Connell with his second big hit of the drive, and it's 4th and goal in the field goal unit coming on. And the Titans have the early 3-0 lead over Seattle. 5:51 to go in the first. First down for the Seahawks, their first possession of the ball game. And on first down, Walker with a gaping hole on the left side turns the corner, and he picks up 9. Darnold steps up. He's got Barner with room to run. A first down for the tight end, and more punishing at the end of the run to the 34.
He can create a little bit of chaos inside for the Tennessee Titans.
On 3rd down and 5, Darnold deflected away from Walker. Good snap and hold. Myers' kick is good.
It really puts the officials in a tough spot.
1 for 3 on 3rd downs in this first quarter. All 3 yards to go or less. Ward on the run, finds an open man, and down the sideline is DK, a big gain, and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He picks up 25 on... It'll be Pollard trying to sweep the outside, and Pollard going nowhere. Big hit that time from Drake Thomas.
And the safety will kind of become that second linebacker in their dime defense.
They set up the quick screen. Tajay Spears with blockers in front, trying to... He's going the other direction. Looking for the sideline, and he's caught from behind by the aforementioned E-Man Warrior. Play action. Tight end Arroyo with the catch.
I mean, he's on the Seahawks team. Not a lot of stats this year, but really a great asset that they brought in.
Darnold with time, going up top for Jackson Smith, and Jigba drops it in the bucket, and he will backpedal for a touchdown. What a throw! What a catch! 6 on the board from 63 out.
And he gets on top of Amani Hooker so quickly. So you've got JSN going up against the safety. That's what you want. You're done. You're in trouble right there. He's on top of you, and a really good throw, and really well played. I like the way the hands is up a little bit. But
Here comes pressure for Witherspoon. In trouble as Ward, down he goes. They brought pressure that time. Witherspoon from the secondary, and Byron Murphy ends up with the sack. On second down, there's Jackson Smith and Jigba again, and a first down. 3rd and goal from the 12. Darnold looking for Smith and Jigba, turns, and it's off his fingertips at the 2. 30-yard try. He hit from 47 earlier. And this kick is good, makes it 13-3. 3rd down and 9 at the 28. Ward over the middle, open, and a first down. It's James Prochet. His first catch of the year, and a big one to get a first down for Tennessee. Now a 3rd and 1 for the Titans. They're 1 for 1 today on 3rd down and 1. Play action for Ward. Floats it down the sideline for his tight end Helm, and he can't pull it in. Looks to be okay, though. Not getting any attention paid to him on 4th and 1. Titans will go. They go with Chestnut, trying to push the pile. I don't think he got there.
And you're hoping to get a duo on this. So watch 70. You're trying to get a duo there, and he misses. You can see him come through right there. So as he's trying to get...
Kupp in motion. Quiet day so far for Cooper Kupp. 2nd and 8. Pressure comes. Darnold, outlet to Charbonnet. Charbonnet up the sidelines. He's got a first down and out of bounds.
That's impressive. That's good blocking up front.
Here's Darnold on first down. Jackson Smith and Jigba dancing from the 30-yard line, and a stiff arm out of bounds at the 25. Chase. Here's Darnold on first down. Pumps and throws over the middle. There's Cooper Kupp, his first catch, and a coop sound. See where Darnold goes with it here. Darnold looking to the end zone for Jackson Smith, and Jigba incomplete, out of bounds. From 36 yards to close the half for Jason Myers, 2 for 2 this afternoon. And the kick by Myers is good.
And clean up some of our pre-snap issues.
Yeah, 0 for 2 in the red.
That's right. Cooper Kupp is from Washington. Well, I know he played for Eastern Washington. He's from Washington State. If so, let's see here. You don't just get
so now one
reactions here. You get real-time analysis and research. Take a look here. Cooper Kupp. Let's take a look at what's going on there. All right. Let's see here. He is from Yakima, Washington. So the Seahawks, this was probably his team growing up, was the Seahawks. I wonder how many NFL players playing for their home team. See. There's no official count of NFL players playing for their hometown team, as it is not a track statistic. However, it is a common occurrence, and the number changes every season due to drafts, free agency, and player movement. All right, well, you know the definitions. Let's see. I bet ChatGPT would tell. Yeah, so I'm going to find that out and get back with y'all. Just curious. We have Daniil Hunter. I know he's from Houston.
For 6 the last game and a half for Seattle. Darnold on first down. Flush finds Smith and Jigba. Another big play. Jackson Smith and Jigba still on his feet and finally out of bounds at the 20-yard line of Tennessee.
And now getting back to some of those explosive pass plays.
On 2nd and 4, play action. Darnold to the end zone. Smith and Jigba with his second touchdown of the day. 13 yards, and Seattle storms down the field to grab 6 out of the locker room.
Just watch the route. So he's going to win inside. Then he's going to bend outside to give him some space from the safety before he comes back. And just really well-timed, well-thrown by Sam Darnold, but really nice structure in the route to be able to free himself and keep him away from a big hit from the safety.
Uchenna Nwosu back on the field for Seattle defensively. Pressure comes. Ward's in trouble. Williams has him in the sack. 6th sack of the year for the vet Leonard Williams. And 3rd down and 2 for Seattle. Over the middle, trying to fit it in the cup, and it's broken up by Darrell Baker. First punt of the day for Michael Dixon.
About to happen. Let's see.
DK. Backpedaling. Great punt by Dixon. All the way to the 12. DK trying to get to the outside. He does. He's got a wall of blockers. DK to midfield and beyond. All the way down the sidelines. DK will take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. A special teams play from 90 yards for 6. To the Titans.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of these where when you get too many people to one side of the field, right, it's a directional kick that way, and you get going the other way, and just look at all the Seahawk players that are trapped on that side. And now watch, there's the Titans. They're all lined up, and it's kind of that and once DK got around that corner, they had a nice little wall set up.
Here's Walker down the sideline. Nice run on first down for Kenneth Walker, the 3rd. He picks up 19.
That's one of the things that Cooper's going to bring to that wide receiver position. It's just not about catching footballs.
Back-to-back big games for Kenneth Walker. He was 6 carries for 18 yards, had 19 and now 11 in back-to-back carries.
They make you stop it in the second half.
Play action. It's Walker out of the backfield. Lots of room. His fullback in front. Walker out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Darnold back to Charbonnet. Bouncing to the edge. Charbonnet towards the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. 5-yard scamper for Zach Charbonnet to the punt return touchdown.
Keep an eye right here on Jalen Armour-Davis. I mean, he's going to be the guy that's going to have to make the play, right? Everybody else gets eaten up. He steps up inside, and once he misses, they have nobody that set the edge. It continued to get transferred down the line, and Jalen Armour-Davis was the last guy who had that.
DK in motion, 4-man rush this time. Ward to the sideline, open as Okonkwo into Seattle territory and out of bounds.
Not short, but that stocky, physical, you hear the cracks on the tackles.
Here's Ward, a diving attempt made by James Prochet. It is a catch. Ward, pressure from Hall. He'll throw on the run, caught over the middle, and it's Gunnar Helm. 0 for 1 in the red zone today. 1st and goal. The fake, Ward on the keep, weaving up the middle, airborne to the goal line, touchdown Tennessee!
Some nice blocking right there. It's going to be one of those shovel passes, but as Chigo Conquo comes across in motion, Cam Ward does a great job of seeing it kind of a little bit cluttered up.
And they use it to gain some field position for their defense. And Darnold, Walker may not have been where he thought he was, and Darnold still trying to make a play, finds Cooper Kupp.
What he has done, for this team,
as Walker gets into the secondary and another first down.
not just the wide receiver position, but the offense and the whole team. I think they let a game slip through their fingers there. We'll see if they can get some payback later this afternoon down in Texas.
4th and 3. Darnold, pressure up the middle. In trouble, and down he goes. Arden Key with the sack. On 2nd and 6, Pollard up the middle. And he's going to end up a yard short of the first down. Restrepo in motion. Ward on the roll, in trouble, chased by Lawrence, able to get around him. Looking downfield, he'll throw over the middle, open. It's Restrepo at the 25 on a first down. Ward, pressure again. Ward's in trouble, down he goes. Ward, oh boy. All kinds of pressure, flips it ahead to his tight end Gunnar Helm. Helm going airborne. Helm fights his way to the 20, but he is 5 yards short of a first down. No turnovers today for the Seahawks. Darnold missing Cooper Kupp on the sideline. Incomplete. Clock down. Quick toss, catch, Van Jefferson. First target and catch of the day, and it's a first down to the Seattle 46. Pickup of 11 for the Titans. 4th and 5. Restrepo in motion. Ward looking. Pressured again. Here's Tajay Spears. Spears with a move. He's got the first down, and the Titans stay alive.
I really think that
Ward over the middle. It's Restrepo to the goal line, and he's down at the 1.
So you got to stay away from the run here if it needs to get stuffed.
Ward on the rollout, fires to the end zone, and it's DK with the touchdown. Second touchdown catch of the year for Chimere DK.
Yeah, you can get down here, right? Anything beyond 1 yard, you can see the release right there. When you play that tight man coverage in those situations where you can have those rubble releases or the kind of that web release, made it a little bit easy for Tennessee right there to be able to impact the coverage on the inside.
This is a situation where this team is tight and focused. They come in and they get the win, 30-24.
All right, we got Seattle going to 8-3. Who would have thunk it? And Tennessee falling to 1-10. What player? Tell me in the comments. What college player you think Tennessee is going to aim for? This year's draft. Next year's draft. Well, like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me. I think we got a few more Week 12 games to look at. I think. Could be wrong. But see you on the next one. Peace.